Oto, the Chief Executive Officer of Charles Aluminium. I'm happy to be with in your mix and to explain to you exactly what transpired on 25th, to which only yesterday I knew, because I am not resident in Olo. Olo is a branch of Charles Aluminium, and as at the time this incident happened, I was in Uyo. Even my manager had an accident on 29th of December because of a motor accident. He broke his leg and he was in Lagos. So actually, the way it happened, we are not happy. And to say all, how the people, the army, tried to terrorize our place, and the ECN people who try to be in the bush always try to make peace so that our people will not die, because our people are hardworking people, and we cannot stop that. Although branch of Charles Aluminium was created to ensure that we can create job for people so that they can work comfortably and have sense of belonging to people, instead of everybody being outside their hometown. This is the beginning of the project one wants to do. Unfortunately, the way that thing happened, it was our security man. By all issues, the security man is an Hausa man, and he is the one who took part in this issue and had a record of this particular thing. I think maybe intentionally he wanted to discredit Charles Aluminium or the Eastern Network. It was regarded as IPOB, but it was not IPOB. It was Eastern Network, ESN, which tried to clear the herdsmen in the bush. Because if the herdsmen are in the bush, how can our people farm? How can we have food? The food is generated there at farms. So I cannot understand why they will come to our place and cause a lot of herdsmen. We have more people play areas like in the northeast, where we have a lot of crisis, which is an external problem, where we expect the army. But instead of the army to be in the war front to protect the territory of Nigeria, they are now doing the internal control, which is supposed to be the police. The police is supposed to be the one to be mediating between civilians. The army are not trained in such a way that they will harm civilians. So it is very, very wrong. If anybody had looked at the way things happen, you will bear with me that it was actually very, very wrong. A lot of civilians are being killed. Military are trained specifically to kill. And for them to kill, they don't distinguish civilians. So the Eastern Security Network was actually for only to make sure our bush is peaceful, and our land is peaceful. Because of this, when you're here, Biafra, I'm surprised I cannot run this organization and try to create a job for my people. And today, I'm running my factories on generator. I'm running everything I run it on generator. It's not a way a country will be. A country that has got independence from 1960 to date, we are suffering. And when we say that we need peace, the peace is supposed to be there. Because Charles Aluminium is a private organization. It's not a public, it's not a government organization. Because on a way, or 10 years, I'm a way, maybe on maybe you don't need and actually create a job for our people. It will not work. What we have decided with the management of organization is, one, that staff that had this had been sacked. The man who was following him behind had been sacked. In the interim, the directors of the company have decided that the company is closed. We have security dog that is watching there 24 hours. What we do is that we have a cousin who will go once a while, feed the dog, and leave the dog to make a patrol inside the compound. So why we are saying this? So people should not get nearer, because they will get themselves being chewed by the dog. Biko on a loki way on a wefle. Although intention, I'm a Biafran. Biafra started as far as on a primary school. We had what we call part of Biafra, and that's what I read in my geography. I read it in my geography. Part of Biafra was changed to part of Bonnet after 1970s. And I'm sure I started primary school in 1960s. So Adam correct. So Biafra is not a day distinct. It had been there before even the creation of the name Nigeria by 1914. So Biafra was there because him na son were no wire on Ebulem emehun bem se nga mkwadro na ndị na-egbuchi anyị ga-edewe ha ndụ chikwagide ekwe ya oya ka m na-asị. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very, very, very much. Thank you very, very much, Mr. Charles. Mr. Charles, as I'm talking to you right now, I'm reading from the comment section, and people are already accepting the apology because the world is watching this program. I want you to understand that the world is watching this program, and the reason why I decided to bring you on this platform is because our people were angry, so much angry and furious. So the question some of them have asked is, have you sacked the Hausa man? And they ask, why did you even in the first place went and employ an Hausa man when you know that they cannot serve an interest of an Igbo man? They don't like us. So if you can answer this question, please, I want you to put it in line so that the world may understand. You went and hired an Hausa man who have brought problem to your company right now. And you also said that you have sacked the man at the same time. With the person that escorted the army man into your factory have also been sacked. So I want you to throw more light on this so that those of them that are joining us right now will be able to, assimilate and understand the point that you're trying to make. Go ahead, sir.
Okay, Biko, Amamna, even the struggle for this our emancipation starting today, and I wouldn't hear Ofonye name. I would hear people na-ekwu when bidron ndị were na security people were mainly in the Ugwu. These people they were good security people. At the same time, we have recruited Ndo Biafrans. Hana study the way how we teach and we patients attend the asheme. We na esokwe ha. Owo dey say na mma na always yoku. Mana imana ndudum na-egbu ihe. Majority of them all the Hausas. I must be honest to you. All majority Hausas. So all na mma na all ha na-egbu. Enwere particular people ndị awo ndị oke Jos, and ndị Jos more than when serve my youth service in Makurdi, and I knew how I enjoyed Makurdi. Makurdi and Jos were more or less very close at that time because it was called Benue Plateau.
Beautiful. Thank you very much. And my brothers and my sisters, as you can see, our father here, he is a father and he is our brother and husband to our women. The owner of Charles Aluminium Limited is a humble man. He's a very, very humble man and a Biafran. And for him to have come to beg each and every one of you to say that he is over what happened in his company, that the Hausa man who was the Aboki that used his company as a bet, because that was a very big bet. But we are not going to, take action because of what an Hausa man have cost in our land. The person that did the video, as the director have said right now, is an Hausa man, a gate man. And he have sacked him already. Please, I am begging, in the name of Chukwuka Biama. We all know how these people have massacred our brothers and our sisters, how they have massacred our women in Olu. We know all that. Then there is no reason why anybody should bring such people that massacred our people to hide inside our own brother's company. It is not done anywhere in the world that an enemy invaded your land their people, then their people that are being killed, start hiding them. This happened 1967, 1970, but it is not going to happen again. And Mr. Charles, the owner of this company, is here telling each and every one of you that he is very, very, very sorry about what has happened, because the people that have done this, the person that did the video is an awesome man, and they have sacked them. Then, sir, we want you also to remind Biafra once again that you are not going to employ people that will endanger your company. Because if you try it, if it happens next time, you know what it is. Because IPOB, we are peaceful people, we are lovely people, but our people have been massacred, our people have been killed, our people have been intimidated, our land has been desecrated, the blood of our people has been spilled all over Biafra land. From Enugu to Anambra, from Anambra to Ebonyi, from Ebonyi to Iguacha, from Iguacha to Aba, from Aba to Imo. And that is one of the reasons why I still have some regard and respect for Rochas Okorocha. For 8 years that Rochas Okorocha ruled Imo State, there was no bloodshed in Imo State. I am saying it live on this program because some of you may say, because we don't like somebody, we should nail that person. No, if there's an area where the person did something good, why you are nailing the person on the side, on the bad side, also acknowledge his good side. It is this Hausa Fulani, this Fulani stooge known as Hope Uzodimma that is bringing the enemies into our land, killing our brothers and our sisters, trying to turn our land into a war zone. And now look at an innocent man, Mr. Giles, have fallen victim of that. For a Fulani, is it Hausa or a Fulani man that have brought the army man into his company, have put his company in danger. And men are very angry. Men are very, very angry. Everybody's angry. How can our own brother use his own company? But this man, the owner of this company, is not there. But all we know is Charles. Whether it is outside that committed it, whether it is Fulani, whether it is whoever it may be, it is you that everybody know. And that is why it is very, very important that as we have come on this platform, once again, I want you to tell Biafrans how sorry you are and promise them that such a thing will not happen again. Before I will open my line to bring people to call in, maybe they have one or two things to ask you before we continue the program. Go ahead, brother.
Okay, Mazi, I'm very, very happy for your understanding and all viewers on this our TV. Our company, Charles Aluminium, we never and has never harbored the Janjaweed. We have never and we will not. And I repeat, we have never and we will not. Because of that, we are taking precautionary measures now for future references against those we think that might try to tarnish our image. I promise you, and we to all general house, to then the world in general, that this will not happen because we want Biafra to come tomorrow. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I want to bring the first caller on the line. Maybe he have something to ask or have something to add to the program. While we are live, we are direct. It is as it is hot. Now, so we talk. We are live on Biafra TV. We are live on President War. We are also live on so many platforms. Welcome to the program as it is hot.
Yeah, as in the hot now, so I got talk. I bless you for doing this wonderful job today for us. I remember your comrade, your brother, your friend, and as well as our child. I remember Omaka is on the province of Biafra and coming from Warsaw, Poland. Yeah, I see Charles. I remember the recommend.
Thank you. Thank you.
Sure. I'm sure he's hearing me.
Yes.
Yes, I'm hearing you.
Okay. Yeah, our brother, we thank you because as Akarulo, we thank you for bringing this company down to your father's land. Yes. We appreciate that. But at the same time, my brother, I think for almost 1 year plus, we in diaspora, we are the first group that come on board, putting their people together in diaspora. In the other group, we are the first group among that IPOP is concerned here. We came together and we have one objective, which we started shouting on air. I in particular making the announcement every day on daily basis for almost 1 year that if you are from Olo, if you have